You can see this mark. We count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got other mark over here. Okay, so this is the exhaust and this is the intake. Remember, there are 2 mark. Make sure you don't use this. You're gonna use the first, not the second over here. Okay, so you can see that the openings are this. Intake went this way and the exhaust went this way. We are going to set the timing, and you can see that this is the intake. We have the intake over here, and we have the exhale, which is the exhaust, the output of the engine. So you set your camshaft. This is the intake camshaft, and don't forget that we have 2 timing mark, the first and the second, but we are going to use this. This is the main mark for your engine. Okay, so if you watch, you will see that there is a point over here. Also, we have the exhaust. This is the exhaust camshaft, and also we have the mark here. You can see the mark over here. This is the mark for the exhaust camshaft. So we are going to set the camshaft. This is 2-way Z engine, and on the video we are going to set the timing. You can see that we have the intake camshaft over here and the exhaust camshaft. So there is no camshaft cap right now. There is no camshaft cap, so I'm gonna place the camshaft cap. And to place the cap, you have to place it according to how it is. So to place your camshaft cap, you will locate each of the number and make sure they are placed accordingly to each of these parts. Okay, let's say for instance we have the I5 over here. Okay, the I5 means that we're gonna place at the last. This is the 5, intake 5. This is intake 5. Okay, so we have 4 here, 3, 2, and this is 1. So the next is, you can choose randomly anyone that you see. We have the A3. Okay, this is the A3 over here. So that is how the placement is. You can see that we have the exhaust 2, exhaust 3, exhaust 4, exhaust 5. Okay, so also we have the intake 2, the intake 3, the intake 4, and also the intake 5. So to place this cap over here, there is no more difficult something to it. You just have to locate the cap. You can see that we have a bigger oil filler over there, so you just place here. Though this can't enter here, so there is high difference, so you can't make a mistake of using this to this place. So each has their own channel. So you place this cap over here, and then you locate the next, which is this, and you place it. So the next is we're gonna tighten up the bolt. And then we head over to the timing of the engine. After successfully tightening up the cam, we are now going to set up the timing. So we have 2 mark. You can see that this is the first mark over there. We have the first mark, and also with the second. And if you watch closely, this first one over here compared to this one over here is more bigger than this. So we are now going to use this that you are seeing here. Okay, we are now going to use this that you are seeing over here. And then when it comes to this, which is the exhaust camshaft, we are using this over here. You can see a mark. This is the mark. You can see this. So which made the cam to open. We have the intake to go this way, and we have the exhaust to go this way. So you can see that they are open differently. Okay, so coming down to the crankshaft, you can see that we have the line mark also on this point, and we're gonna set this to this point over here. Okay, so this pink mark that you're seeing, is gonna be aligned to this, which I already did. So if you watch, it's well properly aligned to the camshaft trigger. So what we are going to do next is to set the timing. You can see this first mark over here. We are going to use it for this first line that you are seeing, which is for the intake. So this goes for this. So usually 2AZ engine uses 9 mark different. So we are going to count from this point to where we're gonna get the next 9. Okay, though sometimes it's usually colored. You can see over here that it's black. In some case it's usually colored black. In some case it might be the same color with this. So we are now going to count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So here we got our 9, and if you watch closely you will see that it's kind of colored black. So this is now going to be placed on this dotted mark that you are seeing. This dotted mark that you are seeing over here. So you can see that we have this black aligned to the point. Okay, so if I should count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, you can see that it's well timed. But maybe if you count and you have maybe from here to this mark 8, that means it's not correct. All 2AZ are usually 9 mark difference. Okay, you can see that it's 9 from this point to this, which means this has been well timed. So next is you're gonna adjust back. You're gonna adjust this back, and then you draw this back so you can place your damper over this area. So after well tightened, we are going to now adjust back, okay, and then we push this back. So if we should still count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, you can see that it's still on timing. So we're gonna place this guy over to our setting. So this is where the tension pushes. The tension uses this damper over here to hold the chain very tight in order not to miss timing.
This one.
You can see that it's well tightened and adjusting, tensioning. Okay, so if we now put our adjuster, it would work perfectly. So summarizing it all, you can see this mark, we count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. We got other mark over here. Okay, so this is the exhaust and this is the intake. Remember, there are 2 mark. Make sure you don't use this. You're gonna use the first, not this second over here. Okay, so you can see that the openings are this. Intake went this way and the exhaust went this way. So that is how the camshaft is. So if we should go to the bottom, which is for the camshaft trigger, the crankshaft trigger, you can see also we have this to be well aligned to this point. So after you've done inserting, what you should do next is to insert the F pan, okay, which turns the crankshaft sensor. You can see that this is the F pan, so this turns or gives signals to the crankshaft position sensor. Okay, so you can call it F pan. So make sure you install this F pan back after you are done setting your timing. Okay, so if you miss this guy, that means your vehicle might not start. Okay, and make sure the F comes out, not in, the F comes out. So after that, you are good to go. So it's now in position and timed. So that is how to insert 2AZ camshaft. You can say that this is camera. Okay, so see you guys in the next video. Do well to like, comment, subscribe for more video content like this. Opto Repair Guy.